OTOFreeform.com.
First, specifically to the issue. This is a book. On the book is a footnote. You can then look up the footnote later at the end of the chapter. Where's the big paper?
Washington took it back.
Washington took it back. You can do the same thing with that bill. We can say on page 5, clause 6, there's a footnote. At the end of the chapter, or at the section of the bill, it just lists, this was put in by the Center for Biological Diversity. This was put in by Senate X committee. This was put in by Senator Y. You can define and put footnotes in every bill, just like we're asking for an enumerated powers bill for each bill that comes through Congress that defines its enumerated powers, that authorizes that bill, that John Shattuck has put through his entire career. We can do the same thing with footnoting. Why is that important? And I'll bet you won't. This will be arcane. On August 14, 2005, the Iced-Tea Lube Transportation Bill passed out of the Congress. And one of the pages, 700 out of 1,200 pages, there are 3 little lines that say exceptions to the exemptions for the Clean Air Act, and say that in Arizona, if it's too hot, if it's drought, or if there are inversions, you can't get exceptions to the Clean Air Act. We want to know, because that will have an enormous multi-million, in fact probably close to $1 billion effect on our economy. Who put that in? In the transportation bill? A Clean Air Act exemption? That's where we need a footnote. And you can pass a bill that every piece of legislation that comes down the pipe, at every clause, every discrete little principle or portion has its footnote and tells you where it came from. And just like Senator Pierce says, he's now pushing the anchor baby issue. As we say, you know, if you have to be one citizen or both citizens from parents, you get the people involved. That idea is not mine. It came from a citizen in Prescott, and I think it's an excellent idea, and I got it by listening to people. A great idea that came basically from you.
Personally, I'm annoyed at too big to fail. And what that tells me is too small to care. Because I am one of those small people. And I'm tired of not being heard. I'm tired of seeing the solutions are based all around us. Because they're here. The first thing I would do is my key vote on leadership. Please tell me, leadership. Please tell me who are the leadership. That's the #1 key. And what comes with it is trust with you and building it with you. You have the solution sitting right here because remember, you were too small to care. That's how everybody back east looks at you. We have to have the understanding that we are our solutions in agriculture, in infrastructure, in small business, in banking. I represent you. It's time you were heard. That takes a precedent. I'm also from a line of master cooks. And I've always been told that when you feed somebody, they always come. And great decisions are made after you have a full belly. You'll see plenty of barbecues with me. Old-fashioned, a little. But how many good decisions were done at a barbecue? Talking about what you have in a bill. Let's go further. I only speak 2 languages, English and Hick. I want it plain and simple. So what's in that bill needs to go before all your eyes, and I need to see exactly what it is and who put it in there and who benefits it. And there must be a time variable to allow all of us to see, because those many eyes make little work. I wonder if you got to see who put it in and who was going to benefit at what price tag if they wouldn't be a little bit more anxious not to put it in there. Let's use many eyes and make light work. Thank you.
It's unfortunate that we have to define what a representative is. We are a representative democracy. A representative is somebody that listens to you and represents